Hello guys, welcome back. How's the day going? I hope it's great. Today we're gonna be playing Bioshock 2. And the game is really quiet for some reason. I thought maybe something wrong. No, just music stopped playing. So, as I already said, I have so little information about this game. And it says that it takes place in the same city as the first part. And the fact that we, at a certain point, maybe from the start, maybe it will just happen in the middle of the game, we'll be able to play as Big Daddy, and that's all, basically. I'm actually pretty tempted to know what awaits us. So, let's get started. This time it's only 3 difficulties. I think I'll still play on medium. I was pretty satisfied with what was in the last game. Also, you know, it was while I was setting up the game and adjusting settings, I saw that when you choose the resolution, first of all, it defaults at 720p, and that's all. There is an option to go further because it's remastered version, but it's still funny. And it also has like caption where
Daddy, it's you.
oh cute. If I guess then by the time the game was created or was in development,
Let's
actually
play, Daddy.
this girl looks less messed up than all of ours we've seen. It marked as a widescreen when its resolution is 16:9. I guess the standard was 4:3 at that time. Oh, they drink it. I actually didn't know they drink it.
More angels, Daddy. This way.
Is this new skin or this girl is an unusual one? I'm not sure. I'm guessing it just. Oh! What happened? Yeah, that. Oh god. Oh, he put some Adam in him. Is this us? Is this us? Oh, I want to have a drill. There's really no way for them to defeat Big Daddy. Oh, he used.
There we are. He's perfectly safe now. This is not your daughter. Do you understand? Her name is Eleanor, and she is mine.
He used the thing that
Kneel, please.
make Big Daddies think that you are a little sister. I guess somehow it makes them fight for you
The pistol.
and shoot yourself. Yeah.
Place it against your head.
Oh no, but okay. So yeah, I see how it goes. Stop him, Eleanor.
Fire.
You could have stopped it earlier, I'm sure. Well, I guess it's not us. That guy's dead. Interesting, but it's a bit confusing. 10 years later. Was it like a prologue? But what happened? What information this little scene actually gives us? Tenenbaum!
Hello, can you hear me? You're
Oh wait, what? That was us? No, I think it's the other one. Still the helmet. And there is no way we survive. And yeah, it's 10 years later, we would just... Oh, I have a drill. Where are you? Where are you? We saw in reflection that we didn't have a drill. Where did we get it? I'm absolutely fine with it though. It's funny how you see there was a reflection in the cutscene, but there is none now. It makes me think that this thing is actually not a reflection, but rather it's just the copy of this room upside down there, and there's like invisible wall with these effects. That's how people created reflection back in the days, when it was really hard for computer to just calculate the reflections. Hey Tenenbaum, can you give me some advice? I have no idea where I'm supposed to go. Do I loot? Actually, we play as a Big Daddy from the very beginning. Do we like get out of the suit and get back, or we just full game we play as a Big Daddy? I'm still trying to loot to search for something, but well, I guess we will have at least 8 kits and like if thing, because I see bars in the top left. Also, we will have some kind of plasmids. Well, considering we are a human still, I guess we are a human. We still can use... Oh god, we have a shadow. We still can use the same thing that the main character used in the first part. I see drill fuel. That means I need fuel to... Oh god. Hello. Come out. Do I... No, I only have drill. Oh, wait. No, I have to find another weapon. I mean, I'm completely fine with using just drill, but it would be boring, I think. Did I use any fuel? I didn't pay enough attention. I can crouch in that suit? Is it just me or somebody just went past this? Stop, please. What's happening? Is this game also horror? I'm not stuck. Game. What was that? Was it, what's their name? A Splicer? Upgraded? No, but we saw them. What was that thing? Well, actually, I shouldn't be afraid. I'm a Big Daddy. I'm literally invincible. I should be. It uses F. You know, some games use E to interact, and some games use F because they have something else on E. It's so confusing. I know both people who prefer E and who prefer F. I personally played both, and sometimes it gets confusing. Controls are different, all of them.
You are under the ocean now. If you feel the soft
I can't eat.
rain on your
Oh,
head,
it's an F.
you're already fired.
It will get me sometime. I don't want to change anything.
Dead generator with a direct spark, but clear the guests out of the
Who's
pool
Big
first.
Kate O'Malley?
Scares these rich pricks to watch a work and stiff hurling thunderbolts.
Actually,
Follow me?
I like that they added background to subtitles, but I don't like that it's not censored vertically. Press hold continuous drill attacks. Ping the drill uses fuel.
Stay dead this time.
How you survive for that? Okay, I'm still getting the controls. F take close. Okay, so this is the same. Wait, but I'm guessing H now is heal. Here the plasmid therapies and find plasmid. Give me a break, game. I'm still getting used to controls. If dispenser. Oh, more? Oh, give me another one. Is that just infinite amount of them? Why you drop one at a time then? Okay, I think it's infinite, but do I pay? No, I think it's free. Where were the things when I played Bioshock 1? Oh, okay, 5 is maximum. Lamb is watching. Who is Lamb? You? Stuck. Oh god. So we are the same guy from the cutscene, but how he survived? Not okay. I can imagine how you can survive shot in the head after going through like random gene modifications, but how we survived 10 years without any food, water whatsoever? And why we have... I'm sorry that I talk so much and not progress in the game, but that's just how I am. I'm sorry. Just a bit more. I like that we are seeing flashbacks from her. First, she's not a little sister yet, so I'm guessing we might be the actual father in a Big Daddy suit. And second, she looked a bit older than she was a little sister. Maybe we saw her after and we are not the same guy from the cutscene. I don't know. Okay, let's just go. I like to think a lot too. God, well, at least I don't see the actual skin damage. Oh god, is that really that painful?
Daddy was sleeping for such a long time, and Eleanor has missed you.
She's alive?
Tell her and you'll be all better.
Oh god!
Daddy!
I'm coming! Can I run? Oh, shift is melee attack! Oh, that's what I wanted. Oh, that's so much better. A right click is not to change, but use plasmid, and left click is to use my weapon. Oh, I wanted this so much in the first game. Thanks. How do I... R? No. Q? Okay, it's changing. Q is changing plasmids. QE changing plasmids? Oh, it better be. How do I restore Eve? P is pulse. Okay. I'm not pressing H because it might waste my health kit, and I'm almost sure. No, I didn't mean to. Z also triggers. Okay, crouch.
If you feel the soft patter of rain on your
God.
hat, you're already fired. Lesson 2. You can jumpstart a dead generator with a direct spark.
I pressed literally every button. How do I...
Scares these rich
What?
pricks to watch a working stiff hurling thunderbolt.
I opened something.
Me?
What was that? Is it some kind of cutscene? Oh, cutscene console? Okay, let me check controls. I really should have done that before. This. Will cause you to lose your changes. Yeah. Oh, great! Really great. Oh, that's not okay. No. This hack B. B. Fuse gun butt drill dash shift. Melee attack basically. Although drilling is actually also a melee attack, but it's not the usual one. It consumes some ammo. Am I blind? I see telekinesis shield. I don't think we have it yet. Game has quick saves and quick loads. Why it's on F11 though? F5 and F8? Yeah, I think that's what it usually is. How? Okay, you know what? I have something in mind. I'm gonna force him to use it. That's how it is. Maybe it's the only way. Hey, can you come out? God.
I heard the altar saying true and righteous
Can
are
I
your judgments,
sneak
O Lord.
this giant body? I don't think I...
Scented palms, 16 gold teeth, 1 pearl. No use hiding.
I'm not hiding. I'm still pressing E. Oh god, what? Lamb? Who's Lamb? Is Lamb some kind of person? Somebody's surname? Name? Last name? A long high voltage power room generator. Do I smash it? But it glows! Okay, you know what, game? Fine. I won't touch it. Actually, before starting the game, I saw option to like mark things I can interact with. It was off, but I decided to turn it on, so I won't miss anything. If it would be too annoying or, I don't know, too easy, I might turn it off. Actually, who kidnapped little sister? And why? Still pressing shift. Maybe he'll run eventually, you know? In one game, I don't remember. Can you run in Bioshock Infinite? Fallen is Babylon. What the hell? Oh, did I come back? I think I did. Wait, that's not the place I need to go. You know, when he attacks with drill like this, I can't see anything on the screen, really. Did I... I just made a lap and went back. But... Oh. 1540. That's too easy game. You should not have. Accept. Oh god. Hello. Oh, you look fine. Except for the fact you are dead. But you look fine. Yeah, let's listen it.
My husband is such a perfect idiot. Throws away all his spending money on gene tonics to affect a look of physical fitness. So he'll
Look?
have an excuse to sit on his rear all day listening to radio serials. Steven, I tell him.
Isn't he
"If
supposed
you
to
wanna be
earn
fit,
money at... I
come
don't
swing
know.
laps with me, the old-fashioned way. It's your mind that's after me.
Oh.
Maybe I'll start sneaking some brain boost into his daily regimen.
Brain boosting. It's actually... I don't know. I think you should stay fit, even though I'm really not the person who's supposed to say that. But, well, I don't have anything against. If there was an easier way, why not? You know, it seems a bit conservative for me than, like, this woman. What she's saying. Where's the generator? The sounds my body makes just scares me. I don't see it. Like, I know people who... Well, you know, now almost nobody works in, like, in gardens, right? Because there is no reason to. You just spend more time, and you can just spend this time, I don't know, working, earning money, and you can just buy food in shop, right? And that's better for everybody usually, because you can earn more spending the same amount of time instead of playing it growing something. But I know some people who, it's not like they do it for fun because, well, you know, like these old people who, oh, I understand now where I need to go. Who have a lot of free time and they do it because they have nothing to do else. Although I feel like a lot of people now prefer, I don't know, spending time on the internet. So people who do that because they prefer it old-fashioned way.
A signal. You
Hello, Tenbaum.
are bringing this dead city to
I always
life.
hated it.
Listen,
Especially
my
because it
name,
was
it is
my
Tannenbaum.
father, or my
I
father,
know who
my
you are,
mother,
and I
and
am
my
in
parents
much need of
basically,
your help.
who made me work
Please,
there
Find me
as
in
well.
the Atlantic Express train station.
Okay, Atlantic Express train station. Oh, and now the door, what was locked, suddenly unlocked. Oh, okay. It's because I turned on the power. Fine. See a diary.
To my daughter, Eleanor. Soon you will be born, and Rapture will
Wait.
be your home.
Wait.
You shall be raised as I was, to advance the
Was it
concept
actually
through social psychiatry.
Sophia Lamb, or it was a random guy who threw?
Are unwelcome here. Life will be difficult, but the price of revolution is always dear.
Who threw plasmid at us, and we thought it's Lamb, Sophia.
Come to us.
I'm gonna stick to second version.
This is Dr. Sophia Lamb with a
Are you-
message for the people.
I've gained from vitamins.
Remember, you
Are you alive,
I am
Lamb?
back in Rapture after so many years.
This thing looks like
I rescued our
it's her memorial,
and think of me no more.
and it's everywhere.
After what I once did to them, it was a joy to be forgotten. But now, all around the world, children vanish.
Her name is
like
Bridget?
kidnapped. And so I return, in fear of what I already know. Someone is making new little ones, continuing my work, my sins. Even if I am to die for it, I must stop them.
Wait, I'm not sure. Previously, I thought this happens before the first game. Events of first game. Because, oh, I found it. It looks different, a lot different. It... Do you have any idea how much damage it did? You know what? I don't care. Because, well, we in a previous game basically saved this city, right? And because Ian Tenenbaum also stopped doing that, and because she's still here, I guessed it's before. But now that we heard that diary, there is a chance that she returned here after getting out of the city, did that, or not getting out, I don't know, but stopped doing that. And now is trying to stop whoever continued all this work. But why didn't you just destroy the city? Well, I guess there are there any sane people in here? I guess at least some of them are sane. So yeah, probably not all of them want to evacuate. Well, they're not sane anymore then. You could just literally said, we are destroying the city. Nobody could stop this. Like, you are not a part of any country, probably. Hello? You're not the one who was kidnapped. Do I just not care about... Hello? She's gonna be kidnapped.
Big sister doesn't want you playing with me.
Who is that? Oh, that's another Big Daddy, I think, but the slim version. Oh, I am gonna fight it. You know, I think I'm in slight disadvantage. Where are all my first aid kits? I didn't use any, did I? find the first key. I would like to, but I'm almost sure I collected at least some. Oh, he escaped. Do I follow? No, I don't. Give me Hell Station.
This is Dr. Sophia Lamb with a message for the people.
Okay,
Remember,
listening. Am I a
your
people?
sister is always watching. To steal Adam is to steal from the Rapture family. Your family.
Wait, is Lam the one who continued creating Little Sisters? But for what? Wait, I actually would be surprised. No, not really surprised, but more disappointed if... Oh god. Can you stop making these sounds? If the plot of this game is the same as the first one, but with different characters, I really would be surprised and disappointed. Well, I guess there is the only way. So, this guy... My character either uses automatically... Oh! No, game, no. I know why I'm out of health kits. Because my hand random presses control. And because of that, I think I just used all of this. Can I just put it on H? That's not the fastest way to use it, but it's better than control. Great. Well, actually subtitles help a lot. We will be reborn in the cold womb of the ocean. This city is still in ruins. Why nobody wants to just fix it? Do you have no money? Well, that's probably it. But why do you still maintain the city then if you have no money? If that's a boss battle and not something... Oh god, god. And not just a story thing. It's a bit too early. Well, I am in a suit. I can kind of breathe. I don't think I have oxygen though. Can I? No, I can just jump. Well, I guess I am pretty heavy. Where do I go? Let me at least use drill. What do I want to drill this statue?
In that suit, even the ocean cannot harm you.
You're so
This is
loud.
good.
It's fine.
But rapture is the death of many great men. Alone, you will not last long.
Okay.
You can still
Do you mean
reach
I
the
need
train
your?
station.
She looks.
Find me there.
Look at her photo in the bottom right. She looks younger. I think it happens before Bioshock 1. I'm almost sure. Well, first of all, there is no reason for city to continue being. Oh, fellow mate. Do you need help? Okay, I'm coming. Fuel. Use it. No, I don't need it. So yeah, because we defeated Ryan, we defeated Fontaine, we escaped ourselves. I don't think anybody wants to still maintain the city. So probably it would be destroyed in a few years by just citizens. I'm not sure. Actually, after yesterday I finished the game. Oh god, I don't think it can hit me. I looked up the other ending. There are two other endings, but they are basically the same. They are literally the same. Like, this slight different. I don't think I'm not sure. Like, few scenes are not in the neutral ending. So in that end, in neutral and bad ending, if we harvest any sister, any of the little sister, or harvest them all for bad ending, we, after defeating Fontaine, coming for you. After defeat, I can't jump that high. Yeah, that's my limit. They hand us a key from the city. I guess it somehow helps us control the city, like access some of the components. And I don't think there is a need to just put water parts, but okay. We take the key and we decide to rule the city now and collect Adam instead of Ryan and Fontaine, basically. I don't actually think Ryan needed Adam for anything. Not sure. So yeah. And then we decided to conquer the world outside of the Rapture as well. The splicers, all the splice, and apparently I'm not sure if we succeeded or not, but we tried.
Delta. You arrive.
Herr
as the
Delta.
little one said you would. Come upstairs to the ticket booth, and I will offer what I know of you.
Okay, I'm coming. Open the door. Great. Can I take this? Oh, locker. Collected potted meal. There's some heal. Are there so many Big Daddies? How did I convince them to become one? Or am I like a worker? So they pay me salary for what I do? I also thought these guys are some kind of modified, created creatures as well.
Vicious animals.
Was I not supposed? Wait, did he close the door? Press left click to fire at machines to subvert them to your side. Did they? Oh yeah, I think I broke the window. To hack a machine, press F to stop the needle at the green section. To F meter advance white will give you a nasty shock. Buyout shift. Okay. Oh, it has ammo. I'm. It has ammo. That's the bad thing, and it's actually this kind of. Okay, so the hack destroyed it, but I can't. And okay, great. This minigame is, I think, better than pipes because it's easier. It doesn't take that much time as well. Result of success. Okay, thanks. I like how they point out the result as if I didn't know what happened. Why do you carry some drill fuel with you? I don't see any drills near you. What's happening to their body? Was I looking the same in the first part? Because I really collected a lot of plasmid, and I also consumed a lot of Adam as well. Wilburborn. Hack. What's the blue one? Hack security bots are friendly will attack your items. Get a blue bonus while hacking upgrade that damage. Okay. So it's upgraded hack. Where? Where? Who? Who's attacking? Are you coming? You are. This sound is coming from everywhere. I can't. Oh, I can melee attack with anything. It also mini stuns them. Why would I use anything else? Come here.
This is Dr.
Did I kill her?
Lamb.
Or she escaped?
Andrew Ryan is dead, but the tyrant dwells within us all.
Okay, so it is after.
We reject the gene.
Okay.
We reject the self. We reject.
And I think Lamb is the one who controls this all. Okay, so she wasn't the real mother, or she would just created little girls.
I'm told that the people grow tense and isolated in the absence
They
of
look
the sun.
really weird.
Clamor for psychiatrist.
I'm not sure if you see his face like good enough,
Censor, I wonder.
because even I barely see it.
Seizure of private assets,
But
checkup police,
he looks different.
banishing them in the night.
Really different.
Regardless,
The end of Ryan is the end of the self.
woman is said to be the
Of the self who?
practitioner in her field. Fine.
I'm just pressing
If she
all
can quiet the rattling
buttons and levers I can see.
I will leave her to it.
What's happening?
I know you. That symbol on your hand marks you a dead man.
Which?
10 years, Subject Delta. Since I watched you put a gun to your head and pull the
Okay, so it was the real her.
But take heart. Out of your pain, paradise was born.
Of my pain?
I don't know how you survived, but your
I don't either, really.
These men will ease your burden.
Oh, so kill me again.
Please understand that like all I have done, this is an act of love.
Can you just leave me alone?
She has found you.
Has she? Open the door. 91 days since the last accident. Oh god. I think it's... Am I supposed to die here? I wasted... Oh god. I wasted a 8 kid. I didn't see where to shoot. I think it's possible to kill them, but... just more will come. Search corpses for loot. Thanks, game. Where are any corpses? I don't see any. Is that just... Oh, I see. Is that a random tip, or it only shows up in certain occasions for some reason?
Now you know of the enemy we share.
Yeah, kinda.
Sophia Lamb. The camera in your helmet allows me to watch through your eyes.
Where? Why?
Help
It's
you to
here.
fight her.
Thanks, I guess. Can you send somebody to help me? Call, I forgot his name. What's the name of main character in the first part? I don't care, really. Call him. He's really great guy. He killed Ryan and found it. I'm sure he can deal with that lamb. I'm sure. He's the guy who has like 10 plasmids. He rescued, I don't know, like 20 little sisters at least. He defeated several big daddies. I'm nothing compared to him. Just call him. He's such a great guy. He'll come for sure. I absolutely sure. Are you still coming? But I literally I'm not asking any questions.
Careful.
The camera.
Security cameras belong to
Hello.
Lamb. But if you are clever, they can be made to serve you.
What's... Hack cameras work for you, spotting enemies and sending security bots after them. Get a blue bonus while hacking the longer friendly alarm. Did I damage shit? Sorry. Can I fix you? Oh no, I'm no engineer. I'm sorry. Is there a cap for money again? I don't know. Usually there is no cap and I can collect it infinitely. I end up being the richest person in the universe and just never spending it. No joke. It always happens like this because I don't feel the need in most cases to spend it. So I don't.
Father, it's me, Eleanor. I know you're awake in there. I can feel it. Mother won't be able to toy with you like that ever again. This plasmid is for you. If I'm right, you can use it now. Please, find me.
So she grew up. And grew up a lot more? Okay, yeah, 10 years passed. Huh. But what happened? How we know that little... Oh, well, like, she probably is one of the saved little sisters. But how do you talk to me? Telekinesis! Pick up big stuff with your mind and throw. I never use it. But thanks. I know how it works. Thanks, I know how it works. Jet Postal. I'm not sure, is this game supposed to be... be able to be played without completing the first game? Because I can assure you that third game can be played without playing the first two, and you get the full experience. Almost full experience. Okay, if you don't play DLCs, it's just full experience. If DLCs, you might want some info about Rapture as well. No, actually, in the main game there is also a mention of Rapture, but it's like a secret, more of an Easter egg than anything else. So what about this one? She knows the way. Who? Eleanor? I'm sure she's a great girl. This. Can you make it smaller? Why it's such a big? I can't guess where the middle is of the cross, but it's impossible. How do you deal so much damage? Ow! No! Well, I just listen to the diary.
There would be no Rapture without me. No
Who are
city
you?
without the Atlantic Express. Ryan took his first grand tour on my flagship coach.
Oh, is he the one who created these buff spheres? Or whatever it's called?
My rails only connect the oldest parts of Rapture now.
Or he's the one who created these things?
Just left me behind.
Like trains. We saw them, but all of them were not working. All of these were destroyed. And in the very end. So I kind of interesting that it's still here and looks working. Can I restore some health? That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, it's Jet Post. I thought it's hospital. Oh, I was here. It's a shortcut. Great. Do I need to go back? Or is it just if I die to return here faster? Anyway. I take my everything back. It's not working. It's under construction. No, actually, I think people would be fine without trains as well. Well, it is really convenient to be able to travel fast, but still. Oh, you're all that.
Hooked on some kind of genetic wonder drug called Adam. I've read the word splicer scribbled on walls like a warning.
Excel station costs less to use and damage enemies that attempt to use. Oh, get blue bonus. I can drop a free first aid kit.
Out of nowhere, we both heard this singing, and he took off like hell on wheels. It sounded like a kid.
Trying to listen what he
Cindy's
is
alive.
saying.
I know it in my gut.
I didn't hear the first part. But why?
Lamb is using the splicers against you.
That's
Most
not
big
the right
daddies
one.
are like her slaves, guarding the little ones. But someone
Oh, so I can't use this
has
for.
awakened you.
Did she really? I don't think they're guarding little sisters. Oh, are they? They probably
I
do
know
something.
Of your bond with Eleanor Delta. To save yourself, you will.
Why are you
conquer.
all so stubborn? You know that it
Has
will
a destiny,
result in your
one
death.
you cannot share.
Can
There
you
is
just...
no place for you in paradise.
Can you just give me the Eleanor and I'll leave the city? It will be good for both of us. I don't want to riot. I don't want to kill you. I just want Eleanor back and go away. I have no intention of helping... What's her name? Tenenbaum to kill you and stop you. I don't care.
Was to be
Or am I...
paradise.
Or am I also
Grasped the so-called
the...
great chain of progress.
I don't know, specially created
Your own interest.
project.
But then the great chain.
Oh, that's the key if I
Now
can't use it.
paradise is dying, and you with her. We are never alone. We shall live on.
Do I also
Join the Rapture family.
do
and be
anything that
reborn.
that they ask of me? Hack? Okay, so hack only requires ammo if I hack it from distance. Great, I like this hacking a lot more. Hack vending machines have more items and cheaper prices. Get a blue bonus while hacking to draw a free item. Can I choose which one? Sirens? Oh no. Ah, some bullets. Good. How much do I need? Oh, first second is kinda costly. Why do I need to buy if hypo? It's if there are dispensers everywhere. I'll buy some of these. Drill fuel. I don't actually use this a lot, and I actually don't think drilling deals more damage. It feels the same as just usual melee attack. This one, I'll just buy these. I'ma try to spend money, okay? If they give me resources, I want to use it.
In ethical
Sophia,
psychiatry, we must account for the role of
ethical psychiatry.
depression,
You should not be the one who is talking about
sexual pathos,
ethical.
all responses to ancient selection pressure.
Okay?
The irony is that this theory is why Ryan's people invited me.
Who invited you? Oh,
They
everybody is
mistake my
dead.
study of natural law for the worship of competition.
Oh wait.
Remember, Eleanor.
Oh, I can't
one
fight you.
must know the beast before it can be slain.
Did they invite you before we killed Ryan? Well, so it kinda makes
Head
sense.
for the elevator.
Can I move? Oh, I can move while hiking. I know, thanks. And hello. Where's the elevator? Was I supposed to ignore these people and just... Kill him! Kill him! Your aim is worse than mine. I didn't think that's possible. How did they fight for me? Oh, but now I need to hack more because it gives me free items. Can I wait? Can I still damage it and get another free? Oh, I can! Wow. So every first health station, I can control. Bot is gonna kill them now. Every health station is 2 free aid kits. If I don't fuck up, hack. Which I won't. I'm sure I won't.
Now, here is what the children tell me. You are a very old Big Daddy, bonded for life to a single
Can you
little one.
upgrade
When you are apart
me?
for too long, your body begins to shut down like a coma.
I was...
As long as the girl is in the rapture, you are trapped here as well. The name of your little one is Eleanor Lamb.
Thanks, I
Daughter
know.
of Sophia.
Oh, okay, so she is
kept at
the real
Fontaine
daughter.
Futuristics on the other side of this city.
She
You
experimented
must
on
go there
her
and
own
save her
daughter.
before it is too late.
That's really irresponsible. Well, I guess it's a bit better. It's still wrong, but I guess it's a bit better than experimenting on other people's children. But it's still bad. No, you should not do that. Don't you feel like this mother instinct that you should do everything good for your child? Got special ammo, press okay, mouse wheel, special ammo has variety, okay. Trap rivet. Okay, that's good. Oh! That's cool way of disarming. I like it. I won't use trap though, for sure I won't. It feels unnecessary and I need immediate damage, not...
Dr. Su Chong's death was a nasty blow to the Protector program, but I'm gradually settling into his role.
Improving on Su Chong's work. Why there are so many random people who continue work of mad people?
Yes, the Big Daddy defends the girl.
Can you not?
He is programmed only to fight.
And now you can kind of see subtitles as well. No, that's not what I wanted.
When no aggressor is present, he regards his little sister as he might a common houseplant. We need
Houseplant.
something stronger, an unbreakable physiological bond.
You can sue us together, though it's probably not the best idea. But you can try.
Where's my mom? No.
I can use already set up traps, but I won't use mine. Oh, an hour respawn. To all trains, okay? Oh, it's closed. I need to travel now. Open it. Why I don't have GPSR? Okay, I have it now. Oh, I see. Hey, hello. Are you Tenenbaum?
You see? This is why
Oh, you are.
Sophia Lamb. She is using
You look messed up, really.
something. And I have
I don't want to be rude, but you
do not
look worse
for my sins.
than the last scene you.
It will repeat forever. Now, we must talk.
Citizens of Rapture.
I told you you should have destroyed the city. Fontaine knew he... No, not Fontaine. Ryan knew, and he wanted to self-destruct city.
As family, we must tear out its jaw and drive it back into the sea.
How people are just so naive? Why they follow any freak, basically any freak? Are they so addicted to Adam that them promising them a little Adam is just enough for a whole city to follow them? I don't know, really. I'm sure there must be sane people as well. Game just doesn't show us them. That's my guess. I should have hacked this cross. Oh god, it's so bad. I'm going back for 8 kit, I don't care. It's closed, I won't go back then. Somehow I managed to headshot them as well. There are a lot more
Thank you.
enemies.
Now I must leave you, and I am sorry for this. But there are others I must help before the city drowns.
No
His
worries.
man Sinclair, he is an ally. And will
Who?
guide you to Eleanor.
Sinclair.
Goodbye, Herr Delta. And good luck.
Thanks.
Well, look at you.
A bona fide knight in arms.
For some reason, I already think he's a traitor.
The name's Augustus Sinclair.
I just don't know, maybe because of his face.
Old Tannenbaum and I share an interest in the old
or the way he
Fontaine
talks.
building. The very
Or
same
both.
place you'll find Eleanor Lamb. I think you and I can do business. Take the train to Ryan Amusements.
Okay, but I don't know how to drive though. Am I? I really don't think I should do that. Oh, it's instead of sphere, you use trains now. That's interesting. I mean, it's interesting in a way, but I don't see a reason why we changed.
Whoa there! Now better apply the brakes unless
Sure.
you're aiming to dash
Well, I
yourself
mean, why
in your
developers
calculation
changed
up
the
ahead.
way to travel between the stations? Do I need to find Incinerate now? Oh well.
As you can see, Chief, the station here's iced over.
Yeah,
To
can I just
reach
break it
Eleanor
with
Lamb
the
at Fontaine
drill?
headquarters, we'll have to clear the way.
Is there only one way? Can I go around it?
You'll need a plasmid, like a handful of hellfire.
Hellfire!
We used to sell a fine old product called Incinerate.
Yeah, Incinerate
In the
wasn't
amusement
actually
park up yonder.
like
Go
Hellfire.
on and
It was...
find a way in. I've already been on all the rides.
Okay, it can start the fire, but it's not a fire though. It didn't look at least like it. Oh, it's oil. Get a ticket! The arrow on the top screen will point to the way of the current goal. I couldn't read the list. You know, this game so far, graphics are a little bit better, controls are improved overall. I don't know what time passed between first game and this one, but it doesn't seem like great improvement. We'll see on the plot, I guess, because like Bioshock Infinite, well, overall it's somewhat the same gameplay, although I think it's slightly more interesting than this because of a variety of like skills and weapons, but somewhat the same. But plot is a lot better. This for now looks absolutely the same.
Is progressing.
I'll say, I guess.
My physical participation in her birth was minimized, of course. It is vital that I am unhindered by nature's crude bias.
How was minimized exactly?
Her intellectual progenitor.
Did you?
Loyal not to her, but to the people she will ultimately save.
Okay, so you gave birth to her to be an experiment. Okay. But why it needed to be your child?
She may surpass even me.
Oh, that would be great. Because she's not insane. Why? How it was minimized? You didn't try to give birth to her? So you just kind of waited till it falls out of you? Or what do you mean? You're... It was minimized. What
You're
it
a
means?
rare old model, son. Alpha series.
I probably they told and I just
Rapture's
missed
full of
it.
scientific wonderments just like you. And if we can sell them to the world at my price, well, curing your
I need it.
condition ought to be a cakewalk. Once
Yeah, I
we
can probably
find
use this
Eleanor,
one only
the
that.
sky's the limit.
Because only it shines. Weapon upgrade! Cooling nozzles lubricate the drill, reducing the speed of fuel consumption. I don't actually want to upgrade drill, so let's see this. More damage is also good, is always good. Larger magazines. Hit upgrade. You must have both previous... Oh, so this is the ultimate upgrade. Internal heating mechanism heats rivet to white hot temperature before they are fired. Oh, so ignite. Yeah. Yeah, let's upgrade it. More damage is always good. It's really quiet. I don't like it. Makes me feel
I was hired
nervous.
to engineer a park the likes of which no
Cars
man
on
has
fiddle.
seen. Now all I do is watch over it like a grizzled sheepdog. My first line of mechanical puppets made the children here cool with wonder. But Ryan thought my vision was immature. Antiquated, he said. This place could have been something magical. But instead, he turned it into a school. No, a cathedral. Dedicated to himself.
That's basically what happened. Oh, I thought it's me. Why don't I fooled by a little sister?
That'll get you in the park.
I want to protect somebody. Well, I guess I. Oh yeah, I have Eleanor, and I only bought it one, so I don't need anyone. Okay.
Carry the stuff, as you may recall, so you'll need to locate one. I heard whispering near the
Oh
El
no!
Dorado Lounge.
I need to locate
Have a
one.
look.
Oh, it's my machine gun. Get into the park. Can I just?
Get yourselves in! No fuck-ups this time!
I don't know. Oh, it's so much easier to control these. Knockback is better there. Can I just... Oh god. Knock nearest vent. No, it doesn't work like this anymore? Did they upgrade Little Sisters so they don't do that anymore? Interesting. Ooh, what is that? Tonic? Oh, I just... I don't remember any, like, these kind of upgrades in the third game. You have picked up for Gene Tonic. Tonics are passive abilities that have variety of helpful effects. Oh, do I also need to choose which one to wear? If so, I want it to be fully passive. Unlike plasmids, you never have to activate tonics. They take effect as soon as you equip them. In today's dangerous time, it never hurts to be a little faster. Remember, you don't have to outrun the craziest splicer. Just your neighbor. But my neighbor is crazy as splicer. I think all the tonics are the same now. Unless each row dedicated to certain kind of tonic. Hope not. It'll make life a bit easier. It's really weird. If you see, if I move the mouse wheel down, it... Yeah, I think it usually goes up the number, but here it goes down the number, and up is other way. I thought it's... There is a floor, and I don't understand what's happening here. Now I see. I'm glad I didn't rush it. Beta chamber! Okay, where am I going? Can I get back my GPS arrow?
After initial supplies have been brought to the seafloor,
Where are my subtitles? Okay, I am not interested without subtitles. Do I look like I can listen? There are so many corpses. Why can't you just look after your city?
Hey, welcome here. Help! He won't listen.
A prowler for Eleanor.
What? No, but I just wanted to be friends. I even didn't attack you because you were running away. I thought, oh, he's just afraid of me. There is no way to confront him, right? Is this fortune teller? Oh, that is 70.
You think you're getting out of here?
There is no way these are the same lines.
Look at the bright side. Maybe it'll be quick and painless.
It is. No, but I thought they added something. Oh, I'm so disappointed.
Darling, just close your eyes and hope it's over quickly.
But why? It's not that hard. Just add something funny, quirky, and I would laugh. had to be like this. Oh, I think I missed the last one.
There was no margin in running the gift shop. I couldn't hardly sell off this tourist crap for a penny more than the cost of manufacture. Then I met a straight shooter named Sinclair, and he laid a sweet deal on me. Says he's got some hard luck folks down at Popper's Drop can whip up this junk at half the cost I used to pay. Yeah.
How do I back out this?
Out of the shipments, but all in all, nobody's the wiser, and I'm all the richer.
Yeah, sure. So he said something about Sinclair, the guy who gives us directions now. No. Oh, I can hack him. Oh, no, don't. Okay, let's try again. This is actually not hard. I'm just bad. Oh. Get the bonus while hacking additional cash. I got like $30, I think. And 50 in it. Great. Why pressing 2 changes? Oh, because it's the same button as... Okay. The same button as this weapon. That's actually pretty good. There are so many enemies compared to the last part. I can't say I like it though. It just... more mobs to deal with. Where am I supposed to go? What was the point of this place? Just to hack safe? Did I get anything here? Oh god. Well, I got 2 bots. I guess it's fine. Let's go! And I wasted 2 health kits. Which can be good. Can you give me some hints? Oh, actually, you see? This map's a lot better, I think, than the previous one when they're overlaid and you can just do this. I'm not gonna use it anyways, probably. Final Assistant El Dorado. Where is that? Oh, see? I see that. Move! Move your ass.
I may be hungry, but I'll not. Where are...
What? I might be hungry, but what? Okay.
Until you arrive, Father, I'm trapped here. Smuggling these gifts out is the most I can do to help.
It's fine. I'm coming. Don't worry. I really wonder, am I her real father, or am I just the Big Daddy? I think the first one. Where is she? And more important, how do you talk to me? Do you have some superpowers? Well, I guess it's not superpowers compared to all what we can do, like this stuff. No. This stuff. It's probably just another plasmid. Or maybe she's special. And she, like, her body can accept more atoms, so she gains some powers. Prefer your combat to up close and personal. With drill power, your drill attacks do more damage. Can life steal? If it could, I would
In ethical psychiatry,
just fight only in melee.
Eleanor Lamb speaking.
You overrode it?
Says I'm not to play with the other children because they're being raised
Yeah, I think
on a diet of
shall write it.
dog. I wanted to see these dog eaters, so I waited until
Dog
morning
eaters.
and went out to find one. And guess what?
There are no dogs?
Dog eaters wear human skins. It makes them look just like us.
What an innocent child. There is a little sister had to get Adam. You must deal with her big daddy first. He will not attack you until you do, but be prepared for a difficult fight. Do I also need to get Adam? But why? But got it, didn't I? Okay. It will not attack me until I do. Well, that's the same as previously. At least now I literally look like them. I know. I like how sound changes when it's hacked. I'm guessing it's because of it's hacked.
Now that Big Daddy won't bite until you do. But to get to Lil Sis, you gotta put the old boy down for good.
Will she hate me because I killed her Big Daddy? I was so mad if he deals more damage to me when I do him. Of course he does! I know, I mean, it actually makes some sense, because he's new version. Oh, they changed the voice actress as well. He's a new version of Big Daddy and I'm old one.
Take a breath, son. You
Hello.
did it. Now, just let her ride on your shoulders and she'll trust you like her own daddy.
I'm telling the other girls that I have the best daddy.
Do I really need to? You know, you really got over it pretty quick. You should be more careful with people who kill your daddy. Well, fine. Good. She was just crying. 0 out of 2 gathers. Oh, so I can collect Adam with their help, not by freeing them. Okay.
And little Dimples there can sniff out the Adam on.
Can I get the Adam from Big Daddy? Head over to the new Little Sister Press and hold R to ask her to lead you to Adam Field Corpse. Oh, it's fine. I'll find it myself.
It was my little girl, but she was gorging herself on blood from a corpse.
Yeah, and she drank it as well.
I stared, just reeling, and then that skinny, armored freak that took Cindy jumped me, shrieking like an animal.
At least she survived.
I escaped, but could Cindy have become one of those things?
Yeah, probably.
Find her now more than ever.
I wish the best for this guy. Now he is the most sane of all people. Well, okay, nowadays I think the best person in here is Tannenbaum, but she kinda was the reason this all started. Part of the reason. Okay, lead me.
Adam, Daddy, over there.
Oh, that's how you lead me. I like it.
I'm their better. They know it. I know it.
Wait, do I need a special? I like how this looks. It makes no sense, like, otherwise, but it's just.
She's got a juicy one, but when she starts draining out the Adam, the splicers will come running. Be ready before you set her down on that body.
Okay, but now she's invulnerable, right?
That is a child of
She
the
is.
family, not a toy for you to exploit and discard. It is fitting that you expire here. One more forgotten curio in Ryan's shrine.
Oh, I thought it's Tannenbaum talking to me, and I was like, what the fuck? Tannenbaum? This is a guard Adam for you. By the next time and truck splicers, keep the splicer away from her. Okay. If she taunts them, I'm more than fine with that. I need some way to restore health without using aid kits. Like tonic that allowed me to restore health when hacking. Not the best one, but it's okay-ish. Attack! I think it deals even more damage without drilling, which is really confusing. Don't drink it, I need all of it, don't stop! What is this? Raven Little Sisters. The Little Sisters move through Rapture and collect atoms from corpses. After collecting atoms, they run to their vents. Okay. The atom from Little Sisters is necessary for improving your character. Unfortunately, they are always protected by powerful Big Daddy. Nah, I'm more powerful. Well, okay, now they're talking about me. I take it. Big Daddy will keep them safe at all costs. You must dispose of their bodyguard if you hope to get close to Little Sisters yourself. Once you have done this, you can adopt Little Sister as you own and use her to gather Adam from Adam corpses. Or you can harvest her immediately for a larger Adam reward. Oh, so I can harvest her. I won't do that. Okay, actually, regarding the endings in this game, I know there are... I'm not sure, but from what I remember, I think there are seven endings. And I'm not sure what it depends on then. It's either the amount of, again, of the amount of sister harvested, but if 3 is pretty, like, obvious. Worst, you harvest all of them. Neutral, if you harvest some, save some. And best if you save them all. But 7, it's either... Again, worst if you harvest all of them, best if you save all of them, and anything in between will land on like either of 4, depending on how many you saved or harvest. Or maybe there is something else. We'll see, I guess. My plan is still just save them. I still see no reason except for you drinking my Adam. Am I?
Now you know the stakes, son. But a plasmid costs a bit more Adam yet. Keep it up.
Okay. Can we just keep gathering Adam instead of letting her, or she will get tired and leave anyway? Can you move faster, Light? I'm not rushing you, okay? But it would be... How do I get there?
Smell the Adam, Daddy? Over there.
There's another one?
And he was cast into the great wine press of the wrath of God.
Oh, he didn't die. Oh, I was afraid it leads me to the same corpse, but I already harvested. Hello? Oh, you're a statue. I thought it's a real human. I was confused about lack of his reaction. No, that's not the same door. Oh, I can aim with T, but okay, you know, you definitely know how aiming works. Let me.
I told you about this
one, Daddy. It's close.
Who beat me? That was the sound of... I'm monster! Aren't you the ones who are gonna harvest her? Actually, I don't think any of the Big Daddies are monsters. Oh, I like them. Improved damage. Like, they're just protecting. They even don't attack you. I think they are most neutral creatures. They won't do anything unless you try to hurt Little Sister. Little Sisters don't hurt anybody alive as well, so... Ooh, barely. So I don't think there is any reason to be afraid of them. And they won't damage anybody unless they try to hurt Little Sisters. I actually think that there's... Well... Yeah, it's bad to do something with corpses. Yeah, but in this kind of situation, I don't think it's really that bad.
It's this way.
Which way? Okay, I see. These figures just confuse me. Oh god. I think I receive less damage when I'm low. It's not like in the first part when you always have another hit when you're low. Even though they made it...
Dancing, Daddy, dancing!
Okay. They made it easier to use plasmids and I still don't use them. I try to remember that's on right click. It's really a lot easier now.
Adam, Daddy, let's get
Where? This one? Oh, okay. Let me listen then.
I've been rationing my supplies ever since the park got cut off from the rest of...
No, I want to listen to Diary.
Indeed, I care for you in equal measure to any other.
Yeah, and you just wanted to kill me, right?
I cannot sacrifice 1,000 of my children for one rebellious son.
What do you mean? Just hand me Eleanor and I will go away. You will lose a lot more if you don't do that. Including your own life. I'm no mathematician, but I don't think that's worth. I'm trying hot shot. Oh god. I can't move! Stop! Don't cry! Oh, I forgot. They said it won't stop. Okay, I can just kill all of them. How you got in here? What's wrong with you? Why there are so many of you? Why headshot doesn't kill you? Why headshot doesn't kill you? I think there is a turret right in here. Great. I'm out of ed kits. But I chose the medium difficulty. Why there are so many of them? Oh, I accidentally skipped.
Are we gonna be together again, Daddy?
I hope.
We found it!
But why you stop collecting Adam? No, what? Fine. Oh, there is a trap rivet. Okay, actually, let's put in some. We need more resources, you know. And since we have... Who is shooting me? It's ammo. I'm stealthy. No, game, no. What happened? It crashed. But why? Game might be a bit loud when I launch it. Sometimes it just... No, it's fine, I think. First part, always reset sound option, sound settings. What's that? I actually never seen that. Oh, I like it. Okay, but anyway, where was the last save? Don't tell me there is no auto save because I haven't saved in years. There's no way, right? There's no way it doesn't save. It literally crashed on me. I refuse to believe it didn't save.
Whoa there! Now better apply the brakes
No!
unless you're aiming to dash yourself against that glacier up ahead.
No. I hate you, game. I hate you. I set up quick save and I didn't use it.
As you can see, Chief, the station here's iced over.
I don't care. I'm not okay. Game. I wanted to loot. I wanted to find diaries. I don't want to do that anymore.
Like a handful of hellfire. We used to sell a fine old product called Incinerate in the amusement park on London. Go on and find a way in. I've already been on all the rides.
Eleanor is progressing brilliantly. My physical participation in her birth...
Oh, my river is not upgraded yet. Oh god. But why? First game.
You're a rare old model, son.
Upgrade
Alpha series, I believe. Now Rapture's full of scientific wonderment just like you. And if
there is how to save.
But
it saves once a chapter. First part was saving all over the place. Each checkpoint saved.
The sky's the limit.
I'm actually mad. First of all, why it crashed? What happened?
It's just a little...
I'm just gonna rush through it.
That'll get you in the park. But buying Incinerate's gonna cost Adam.
Yeah, so I need to collect it.
That lets you rewrite whatever God gave you. The Little Sisters carry the stuff, as you may recall, so
oh, this is different. It was a doctor last time.
I heard whispering near the
male doctor.
Lounge. Have a look.
Oh, I have telekinesis equipped. That's not the right one. Headshot doesn't work. No, it crashed again. What's happening? What's wrong? Do I trigger something? What causes it to crash? Why? Everything seems fine. Keep track of that. Just in case. Maybe this game just uses too much resources on my computer somehow. That forces it to... Oh, that's what I wanted to do. That forces it to just shut down the game? I'm not sure. At least I saved. At least I saved. I use some quick saves as well. I'm not sure how game works. You know, there are two types of quick save. One work just as usual save, but sometimes it has some restrictions, like having one slot or just several slots for quick saves. And it's just usual save. Other quick saves may only exist throughout the current session. So once game is closed, quick save is lost. If it's the second one, yeah, I'll have to save every now and then.
You're a rare old model, son.
Yeah, quick save, because I quick saved.
Now Rapture's full of
yeah, and wait, does quick save? But I doesn't quick save because it didn't save.
And if we can sell them to the world at my price,
okay, now it quick saves. Okay.
Curing your condition ought to be a cakewalk. Once we find Eleanor, the sky's the limit.
Yeah, sky's the limit. I'm not gonna conquer the city. Please, I don't want that. Yeah, let it sleep further.
Jam dandy. That'll get you in the park. But buying Incinerate's gonna cost...
You know, the problem is...
It's a sort of genetic goo
I'm afraid that game might just continue to crash. If that happens,
you'll need to
I don't know what to do.
whispering near
unless
the
I can
El
locate the
Dorado
problem,
Lounge. Have a look.
I won't be able to fix it now. And the only... Oh, is that where... like my progress? If I can't locate the problem, my only guess is to, you know, reinstall the game and try again. If that doesn't work, I don't know. I might have will need to just skip this part.
Typical.
I can't. No, no, no. No, heal, heal, heal. It resetted my settings again. Why H doesn't heal anymore? Save. Did it save? I didn't press apply. Yeah, saved. You see, that's what I was talking about when I say game sometimes resets settings. For no reason. Okay. At least it didn't crash. Save. Just in case. I mean, I can just continue playing, you know, saving every now and then, and if game crashes, I just reload it and continue. But I don't want to play like this. I mean, I'm down to play like this, but if it's not too annoying. But I don't want to stream that. It's too dumb. Have picked up. Oh yeah, I know that. Wait, I didn't pick up even one? Wow, I'm so... I lost so many progress. Game, you can't just crash and make me lose half of the game progress? Where do I need to go? Can I jump here? Oh, I barely didn't get it. It was on it. There is no way it wasn't. I like the fact that you can move while hacking. I barely use it, but it's still great. El Dorado. Hello.
Until you arrive, Father, I'm trapped here.
No worries.
Smuggling these gifts out is the most
I can't
can
pick
do
up
to
anything.
help.
I know, Eleanor. Can you fix crashes? It would be a lot more helpful. I mean, it's fine if you can't. I'll try to do something. I'll play this anyway.
We must account for...
Eleanor Lamb speaking. Mum says I'm not to play with the other children because they're being raised on a diet of dog-eat-dog. I wanted to see these dog-eaters, so I waited until Mum was gone.
You actually also like a lot of experiments.
The dog-eaters wear human skins. It makes them look just like us.
Who would have thought?
Now, that
She was
Big
also
Daddy
one of
won't
the little
bite
sisters,
till you
right?
do. But to get to Lil Sis, you gotta put the old boy down for good.
I deal no damage. Oh, you are just zooming. Yeah, that's probably not the best. Machine gun is a lot better. Can I do this as well? Just rush?
Take a breath, son. You did it. Now, just let her
I'm
ride
just-
on your shoulders and she'll trust you like her own daddy.
I'm just trying to see how long it takes for her to get over him. Oh, that's all.
Are you taking me home too?
Like 10 seconds. That's all it takes.
We're in business. Now, there are corpses all over Rapture.
Wait, why can't
and
I...
little dimples there can
Oh, that's
sniff
real
out the
fuel.
atom on 'em. Find one.
I will. Great. Save.
Shall be no more. She promised. The sacred land promised. Death shall be no more.
There shall be no more.
Let's dance with them, Daddy.
I checked. It is still here. That's unfortunate. Oh, did they actually remove the part where you can invent stuff? Craft, I mean.
She's got a juicy one. But when she starts draining out the atom, the splashers will come running. Be ready before you
I
set
am
her down
ready.
on that body.
That's how you put in here.
A child of the family.
Ran.
For you to exploit and discard. It is fitting that you expire here. One more forgotten curio.
Bishops.
In Ryan's
I'm sorry. I have this really bad habit of just stopping in the middle of sentence because I start thinking of something else. I really think I have ADHD. It's so hard to just keep on the topic. I'm sorry. I can't help it. I just talk. The best I can do, and you probably can see it. I usually go back to the topic because I keep it in mind what I was talking about to get back to it. But I just can't stay on the topic for too long. I hope it's not too annoying. The best I can offer is to try to make it as minimal as possible, or if you wish, I can not return to the previous topic. So if I just get distracted by something and start talking about new things, I'll just keep talking about it and never come back to what I was talking before. If it's annoying, I can see how it might be. Oh god. But yeah, I just want you to understand that it's not my will. Thanks!
Now you know the stakes, son. But a plasmid costs a bit
I
more
collected
atom
4.
yet.
40.
Keep it up.
Oh, you're on the right. I'm no children. I can't shoot you, stay. Save. I'll try to... I don't have a habit of saving every now and then because, you know, all these modern games, they have autosaves everywhere and you don't need to save, right? So I only save when the game has some kind of choice, so I can return and play it from that moment. Everything else I usually don't need to save. But here I guess I'm really afraid because it crashed 2 times in a row. Push it!
Come on, exert yourself. Flatten him out.
Yeah, I can't see in future. Don't tell them I'm just reloading. I'm using drill, I don't care. It gives me so much fuel, why don't I use it? If they give me, I'll use it. $10 is pretty cheap price to heal compared to $24, the price of a kit in hacked vending machine. Also drill mini sounds, but really, if I find a tonic that can make me lifesteal from melee damage, I'll just go full melee. I like a lot of melee weapons. Unfortunately, the drill is not one of my favorites. It's just okay-ish. I think I mention it every time, literally, but I like so much scythe. It's so rarely the weapon in games, and I mean, it makes sense. It's actually not a weapon. You can fight it, but it's really impractical. That's me. So yeah, you really don't want to use scythe as a weapon, unless you don't have anything else. Yeah, same. Wait a second. Okay, since we have a lot of trap, let's just put it all over the place. Okay. Hope it won't trigger on me. I don't know, let's put it all over the place. Oh, is that what actually traps are for? Like setting up this to defend? If so, okay, if so, it actually is a bit helpful. Gotta admit that. Yeah, they also gave me a bit more traps. Okay, it is helpful. Now I see how you can use it. Yeah, I see. Go get it.
I do not hate you, Delta. Indeed,
I don't hate you anyway,
equal measure
as
to
well.
any other sentient creature. But I cannot sacrifice 1,000 of my children for one rebellious son.
I'm not sure. Guess what? It pressed again. What happened this time? Is that traps that trigger it? Okay, first time it might be trap. This, it might have been trap again. But second time, was it a trap? I'll have to check a word to see. I don't remember. It might have been. I remember what they was shooting something. Okay, I'll try again, but this time I won't use any traps. And if it still crashes, I might be forced to just call it a day. What I pressed something. I'm just loading. Make it a shorter stream. We'll see. It's so weird. Why it crashes? It's remastered version. I actually think remastered was released just a few years ago.
Writing down your name. I told you about this one.
Okay, I'm not so far away. Like 5 minutes.
It's dancing, Daddy! Dancing!
Who's dancing? I like how we found just the random food on them and just eat it immediately. I mean, yeah, why not? Yeah, I'm going the right way. Just got confused for a second.
Come on, exert yourself. Flatten him out. I'm not speaking to you.
Any loot? Well, it's actually not closed. Not locked.
I think all of the children have finally fallen asleep.
Great! Who are you?
It's all quiet. I can't
Are
see.
you there babysitting? Sitter?
Just you and me, Mr. Voice Recorder.
Voice recorder?
1959.
God.
I wonder what the new year will.
Is that like voice diary?
Something's happened. The lights are going out.
Oh.
Kids, stay in your sleeping bags. It's gonna be fine.
Oh, I'm so sorry for you. She sounded so sweet.
On the surface, the farmer tills the soil, trading the strength of
I think she's the babysitter you want.
parasites say no. What was yours is ours. We are the state.
What's this way?
We demand our share.
You want to hire. You see, this is what I got distracted, but I returned to what I was talking. I keep in mind everything I talk about. Actually, you might... Oh, was it a shortcut? You might think it's not common, but it happens all the time, even in my life. I don't have major troubles just talking because, well, you talk about just random things, you know, small talk. You can talk about everything, right? Oh, that's easier way to get here. Yeah, it's not a bad thing to just go out of topic and eventually return there, especially if you can just smooth return there. But yeah, it happens all over the place. If I learned how to live with it, I'm still learning what I should do while streaming. I really hope it's not too annoying. What is that? Oh, that's trap. I'm not using these. Okay. Yeah, bonus damage. Hey, collect the atom and please don't break the game.
I do not hate you, Delta.
No, I have one story where... Okay, one time I participated in one event in Dota. It was... I think... last year? Yeah, I think. And... it was a competitive event, so and you could win some rewards, some pretty valuable rewards. And I'm trying and zip. And it was basically like a speed run of that event. Could do it faster. And one day, one of the weeks, it was I think 10 weeks in total. 1 week. One bug appeared. No, it was always there, but nobody encountered this because it was not on set. It's a roguelike event, so you collect upgrades and just certain set of upgrades make this bug appear. Just 2 of them, but usually then you just play, train. It's randomized, but when you actually in run, it's not randomized and it's certain. So a lot of teams encounter that, and I spent some time just trying to understand what's happening and why it's happening. And we were one of the few teams. It was on high level, it was like 50 teams running. Thanks, sweetie. And yeah, we one of our member of our team took screenshots every time. Nobody asked it, but he took screenshot of every time we crashed, because you have some time because before it crashed. And looking at these images, I found a pattern. I realized what it can be. We tested it and it worked, and we were like one of, I think, 3 to 5 teams who realized why this bug is happening. There were more teams who completed it, but it was because they didn't take those upgrades. So yeah, that's I'm talking that when I will discard the word, I'm sorry, but I really can't. I can just forget about it and not take a look at it. And if it won't crash, I'll just suggest it's because of traps and I just won't use them, right? But if I take a look at the word, most likely I will be able to find why it's happening, or I just can Google it and find. God, why you stop moving? Probably a lot of people encounter this bug.
Artist strives to frame his ideals in an image, to challenge his audience.
Especially if it's only triggered by a single trap. Well, it's probably not a trap because we saw it working just fine a lot of times. I think it's only certain situation. If I want to get deeper into it, I probably can find the exact reason, but if it can be fixed by just not using the traps, that's fine with me as well. Shouldn't have healed actually. I should have just find health station and go further. Stop screaming. Where am I going? Oh, to vent. Okay, sure. There it is. Why patterns are the same? Can't you just randomize it? Would be cooler. What is that? Is that safe? Why it's red? Smells fine. This way! I'm going this way.
On the surface, your parents sought a private life, using their great
That's also Vax figure. To this corpse. Okay, so that is some kind of museum, but why? No! I don't want my child to go to the work and die for the nation.
2 weeks since we were trapped in this rotten park.
You're trapped in park?
I haven't been eating. Children need all the supplies.
Oh! I thought you were friendly! I thought you might be a wax figure as well.
I don't know what's gonna happen.
You're probably gonna die.
I feel myself getting weaker.
But there are so many food, how?
Notice the condition I'm in, of course.
Did you die from
What will happen
starving?
once I'm gone? I'll be all alone.
Oh, yeah, okay. So this is a babysitter. And they got trapped in here. Oh. And yeah, little sisters, they are immortal, but she's not.
Would have you turn that sister human again. You'll get just enough Adam for our purposes, and the girls will likely try to repay you somehow. But Rapture's a high-stakes town, son.
And you
she
want
is
me
a
to
gambler.
harvest.
You just have to be willing to take it all. You'll harvest more Adam than the price of one plasmid, so the rest is gravy. Think about it. Down here, it's your survival or hers.
Tannenbaum, do you know who you work with? This guy, decently reminds me of Fontaine. Just a bit. Probably not the guy you want to be wanting it. Especially since you want me to save these girls and he want me to harvest them. But I'm not gonna do it anyway. No! Hack it again.
No!
I don't care enough. I'm oh, no. Okay, I power of money. Oh, it doesn't require money. Wait, isn't that basically free loot? Okay, no, I can only use two. No. I didn't see the blue thing. Is okay. When I didn't need it, vents were all over the place, and now there is only one in hell knows where. Move away. Here it is. Bring a little sister to a event allows you to choose whether to rescue or harvest her. But if you want to harvest her, can't you just harvest her in the place without going through all of this? Well, I guess she still needs to collect Adam. If you harvest her, you'll get maximum Adam to spend on plasmas, but she will not survive the process. If you rescue her, you'll get less Adam, but girl will be cured. Cured? I mean, it was enough for me to not kill her, but how she will be cured? Oh, will Tenenbaum save her eventually? Oh god, I got drunk.
Hidey hole.
Hidey hole. Save. Go there. Oh no! I save her. Yeah.
Well, our Tin Man had a heart all along. Personally, I call that a liability.
She left me for a kid as well.
Now. Barely. Head to the
I like their look. Okay, not gonna lie, they looked a bit messed up in the first game. Now I like them a lot more. What do you mean for Eleanor? If you are fighting for Eleanor, you're supposed to save her with me. And not do the opposite. Are you done killing them? Are you really? Oh god, it killed 3 of them actually. It's me! It's Johnny! Yeah, let's actually break the... I don't think I'm gonna come back. Where is Eve Dispenser? I need it! Oh, now I go this way. Okay. Wasn't it locked? Another power up. Machine gun damage. I kind of want this upgrade. What's this? Let's check drill. Drill actually might be more useful than I thought. Cooling nozzles, okay, less consumption, more damage. Large electromagnetic dynamo is powered by drill's rotation. Incoming projectiles will be reflected back to attackers while drills spin. So some protection. It does consume some fuel though. No, I don't use rivet that much anymore. No, I will use it. I for sure will. I use drill only when I have no ammo, so I have no will to upgrade it. Okay, for now, not using traps I think works fine. It might be actually not with traps, but rather with a rivet when it hits certain part. If so, I'll have to not use rivet. Which is a shame since I already upgraded it twice. Oh god, I'm already drunk again. I shouldn't be drinking at work. This is... Oh, that's where I need to go. No? But I like Plague. Okay. What's hitting me? They're aiming so much better enemies than I remember in third game. How do I refer to Bioshock 1? First game, previous game? It all feels weird. Reject the tyranny of the self. Rapture failed. Fault we will not. Are these people sane still? Let me read. Lamb will lead the way. The end of Ryan is the end of South. I thought these people can't even think anymore. Splicers. Apparently I was wrong. But they're easily manipulated, really.
Facility is vital to the preservation of secrecy and rapture. But seeing my
Is that a shortcut? To the very beginning? No, not to the very beginning, but yeah, it is a shortcut.
I spoke to a young man exiting the park after the grand opening.
And what he said?
Asking him what, if anything, he had learned. He said his
I think melee drill attack deals more damage.
as long as Mother would send him to the surface.
As long as Mara won't send him to the surface. What's wrong with surface? I think people living in here, they are told that it's so bad outside. You know how in there are some countries in the past, I hacked it at least, that they don't allow their citizens to go out, and a lot of them believe that even though most of them just have a tyranny, they believe that they live really good because, yeah, you know, propaganda. Sad, but it is still the case even in our time, in few countries. Oh, does it show how it works? Wait, is this our base? Oh, it is. I like the fact that we have base, and it shows what plasmas we collected. Okay, it's dumb. I'm sorry, it was loud. It's dumb if it's our base and we'll just go from there to every mission, but it's cool at the same time.
People of their life's blood. Rapture
They
is a
were
body.
dead.
I am the voice, and Big Sister is the hand.
Who's Big Sister?
When Rapture speaks of you,
Wait, is
only this.
is that thing kidnapping little sisters? Is a Big Sister? That's why it was Slim, because it's sister, not a daddy. Oh, I completely forgot that I need Incinerate. Yeah. Ages 12 and up. You shouldn't. I know how it works. Evelink. Yeah, I think Evelink is cooler. Oh, I can buy everything. Why do I need to?
Recent purchase of the Incinerate plasma. Say, Tom here is having a romantic evening with a gal.
Why do I need to harvest them if I can buy everything without it?
But this party just
Oh, I could buy more?
Carl needs a light for his cigar, and no one can help him.
Yeah, light this Incinerate. That's so dumb. That can't be good. Come at me. Do your worst. I now understood that that was not our base. It just gene bank, you know, some kind of gene bank. But why? Why I could buy only one plasmid here? You should not be able to do that. I think I can just use machine gun, it will be better. Okay, so it works. Oh god, it somewhat works as Big Daddy. Is that one of a kind thing? it's also massively. That probably was supposed to be more intense, but I just healed.
Moses, son.
It is a
Not
big
even
sister.
A big sister can keep you down. Well,
some
come on
Adam.
back and melt the ice, and we can say goodbye to this 2-bit carny ride.
Yeah, I guess it's not the only one. These creatures are stronger than Big Daddies. For sure. They also have this, I don't know, cage. To just bring little sister to them easier. I see how it works, kinda. I'm out of bullets. Should save after this fight for sure. In case it crashes again. Actually, I think it's just because of traps. I don't remember using any traps while second crash happened, but I was shooting a rivet gun and I might have accidentally switched. Happens sometimes. I don't even remember where am I going. I mean back, but more than that, I don't remember. I can incinerate. You know, I changed. It's dumb. QZ changing back and forth. I think I'm just gonna use Q. Listen.
He's gone. James
Cool.
was the only man I ever loved. Now it's
Oh,
like
your
he never even
husband? I'm sorry.
He heard me sing at the limbo room. Came up all bashful. He liked hearing songs about what it's really like to live in this town. I think he's been trying to organize folks against Ryan. And now he's
It's not
gone.
a bad idea.
And I'm here, singing Rise, Rapture, Rise. Scared to death they're gonna come for me.
Oh, that's sad. Oh, okay, in next chapter, right? Open the
Sport.
door.
You're proven to be quite a windfall. Now just open the train tunnel from the security booth there, and I'll come out and jump on.
Oh, I see. Oh, you will come here? I don't think you're a good guy, though. I might accidentally kill you. I'll try not to. I'll try my very best. I can't promise. Cool, lock me. Open the door.
I like to look a man in the eye when I give him my word. You and me, kid, we're going places.
What?
I had thought you some golem of Sinclair's, brought here to hold Rapture's arms while he rifles through her pockets. But no, you are aware of your plight.
Am I?
I wonder, would be so cruel to force a mirror on a...
Why am I here? Why didn't I just leave the room and went with him? Or am I supposed to launch it?
Was waiting for us. Come out shooting and start the train.
Okay, so he didn't. I was afraid that he betrayed us, but no, apparently he didn't. I'm out of bullets. No, that's. You know, you really should put. I accidentally. You really should put. You see, there is this thing. This hack gun. It's only useful. It's like, it's not fight weapon. Well, maybe it is if you use it on people, but I don't think it is supposed to be a weapon against people. You shouldn't put it in just slot as was camera, because I can't use it in fight, and when I click random buttons in order to change the weapon, I click on this and I can't do anything with it, and I lose my precious time. Yeah, you might say just click another button and don't click free, but I'm too dumb to remember everything. I'm panicking and clicking everything. That's how I work. Is he with us? I didn't even check. Maybe he got off the train to, I don't know, smoke and didn't get up back. should check him first. We are going for, well, again, main villain, I guess. There is no way. Oh, there is no way I'm gonna kill Tannenbaum then, realizing she is in danger. Who's that? A lead enemy? Oh.
Attention. Subject Delta is now trapped in Pauper's Drop.
Am I?
All railcar travel is suspended until he is found. Remember, the enemy is alone. We are the family.
So you could do that, although why didn't you do it
Last
before?
trying to box us in, kid. This is a goddamn citywide lockdown.
And what
Keep
do
the
I do?
train moving, you need the security
Yeah, I think it's my
override
progress.
key from the local governor.
No, but that's too sure.
She kicked me
Is this
out of
game
my own
also
hotel
gonna
down
take
here,
just
the Sinclair Deluxe? Find
2
her
streams
and
now?
get that key.
It should be longer, especially since it has 7 endings. We'll see, I guess. Money! $6! Okay. Hack. Oh. I actually failed this one, but it still counted for some reason. Oh, hello! Can I take the upgraded suit? It seems like it can tank more than my current one. I mean, I'm still pretty strong, but not just as strong. Am I also like dumb monster? I think I might be. Oh, they pray for her. Oh, they pray not for her. They pray for this corpse. I thought they might not attack me if they pray for a little sister. Hey, come out, little one. I won't hurt you. Remember my words. We'll have to... We'll be reborn. We'll have to use one of the little sisters to collect Adam in this. And we just couldn't take this one. It also has like this counter of little sister level.
I remember you, monster.
Told you.
You stole Eleanor from me.
I?
Twisted that baby girl into a thing so sick it can't even die.
Are you talking about me or about
Swanning into my neighborhood,
Lay?
looking for me. Wrong turn, Tin Daddy.
Wait, but
Hang you from a street light.
okay, first of all, how I stole? It was Lamb for sure, not me. And then, okay, even if, who are you to her? Oh, maybe she was like not biological mother, but she raised her, you know? Maybe that's what Lamb meant when she like reduced to minimum physical, I don't know what it was called, like interaction. But what do you mean me? Aren't you supposed to fight Lamb? What did I do to you? I really thought you are a normal person and you're just as dumb.
Think you got what it takes?
Hello, Big Daddy. Oh, that's gonna be a tough fight. Is that enough? Better be. That's actually gonna help me a bit. Here we go. It is the one that's gone. Okay, these things are tanking me for him. Not for long, apparently. Oh, actually, finally security was called. The bots. This should be easier now. No, don't shoot me. Shoot the bot. Oh, I'm out of bullets. Hello. Okay, so yeah, you see, I can harvest her here. Oh, so I can... Oh, so first of all, I can harvest her without and getting like the minimum amount. I mean, this is probably the same amount of Adam by just doing all the thing and saving her. Or I can gather Adam with her and then harvest to get the maximum amount. Oh, I see. Well, it elongates the gameplay if I just don't harvest and take it, but I'm fine with that.
See? Adam is here.
Where? Do you need I still don't understand. Do you need special corpses to take Adam from? Or you just took Adam from every corpse out here? No, there's no way. Like, we kill... We make new corpses and you can't use them?
Monster has taken another of our babies for his own. Tin Daddy is hollowed like a jail cell.
I didn't do anything!
Never let her go unless you hunt him down.
Why are you lying to? I'll die here. Can I buy... Oh, right, kids. Actually, it's not capped at 500 as well. Vitamins. The boost from vitamins will give you a small amount of... Also, it's instant heal. Okay. I don't see my health, so I have no idea do I need it or not. Let's buy some ammo as well. I don't actually like when... oh, okay. I need more. Way more. I don't think that's worth it. Die! Okay, I need headshot and melee to kill them. I'm coming! Stop shooting! Why deal so much damage? I really need an upgraded suit. This one sucks. Okay. Take item from either of these ones. They are all fine, I'm sure.
Daddy, are you taking me home too?
Yeah? I guess. Okay, this is the next one.
Adam, Daddy, over there.
It actually... I don't like that... It's basically the same repeating gameplay that I guess again just don't give the gameplay just but you need just to defend her while she's harvesting. I mean, it's fine, but I like the one where you just can either save or...
What's this? First you...
Oh, so I need to fight you. Oh god. You're Big Daddy, but a human form. No, but you're a lot easier to kill. I thought it's like boss, but it's mini boss at best. No, don't heal! Your reload takes so long. Yeah, sure, do that.
The monster has taken another of our children.
Although, it kind of makes more sense that it takes more time to save them, because you know the game slightly pushes you towards not doing that and actually harvest them, because it's faster and you know you want to go easier way, and if you are a good guy, you are willing to spend your time on saving them, you know. That's cool. That's cool, but it's annoying to do extra stuff. Isn't just getting less Adam is not enough? Like less upgrades, harder game. I thought it should be enough. Are you done yet? It really just takes time to drink some. You can drink later.
He's nicer than other daddies.
Thanks, I guess.
It's dancing, Daddy, dancing.
Where this thing arrow leads me now? Oh. No, it doesn't lead me to the nearest, but it's fine. Why? It's actually weird. Why do I need to find a vent to harvest her? Why can't I just harvest it on the place? Wait, can I not? No problem. Can I not collect Adam and just rescue them? Because I don't need extra Adam. And I would like to save my time. Oh, that's just a wheel. Why I need to hit? Oh, okay. So it gives me double rewards if I hit it twice. Okay, okay, I take it. I take it. I'm going toward where arrow leads me. I'm almost sure we will be able to find Big Daddy and Little Sister somewhere along the way. If not, well, I'm gonna look for them before leaving. I'm out of bullets. I haven't saved in a while. I forgot that the game crashes.
Hotel in your way. Now to break through that mess,
I have drill.
You're gonna have to work out how he got so burly.
I guess he's stronger than me.
Find yourself a genetic research camera, son. You can pick up any number of tricks from a splicer with one of those. Try the pawn shop downtown.
Okay, where is it? Pawn shop. Sorry. A research camera is so dumb. It actually is. I don't want to spend time photoing them. It's really dumb. Yeah, I understand it gives me damage. And like I don't have to do that. Game just it will just make my game easier. But I don't want to do it anyway. It should not be. It should make your game. The problem is, the game, if I not photo, becomes harder and harder because it expects me.
The pawn shop, but it's bolted up tight. You'll have to find another.
But I have drill.
inside,
Why it can't break? It expects me to photo them, as well as, you see, every now and then I run out of bullets. That's because the game expects me to spend my money and buy bullets. It should not be that way. Despite all I say, I actually think my aim is not that bad. It should be considered at least average. Take a week of Dr. Oh, so health, and I don't need it. Let's buy some of these. 1-8 kit as well. I'm not buying it to full because I probably will find some later on. Oh, this one.
What do they expect? You keep enough drug stash in this clinic to slice up a rhinoceros. Of course every poor soul drop's gonna start beating down your door. It's my job to think up a new key code to keep them out.
Okay, can you say that?
Nuts.
So convincing that
A while at the fishbowl diner.
that they just. Oh, I was about to say that they tell the code on recording, but this one actually didn't. Okay, what do I need to do now? Look for the clean code in the diner. Diner. That's more real, but again, annoying. Oh, I don't like when the game forces you to go back and forth. Especially if it spawns new enemies. Where is it? Did you write somewhere? Here? 0047. I wonder if... Oh, it one-shots. That's great. I wonder if I can enter it without picking up the node. Okay, it might be randomized, but you always can brute force it. It will just gonna take a while, right? So I wonder. And if it's the same, can you just put in a number? I don't like when games just don't let you enter the code even if it's right. There are soft ways to force people to find the code and go in that way, right? You can just, as I said, randomize it. Yeah, it's a bit hard when you need to like put the code in actual, not in a node, but in game as a texture. But it can be done as well. And now it's barely any problem.
And you only recently broke free.
I am slave as well. For sure. I'm just working for our people. Oh yeah, I hacked this already. So... yeah. I like the games that allow, like, if it's randomized, there is no reason for it to not work. If some person just randomly does that, you know, just randomly inputs certain code and it appears to be right, why not let him in? The chances are so slim, and it won't make anyone's experience worse, for sure. Great. I'm not gonna... I don't need it to work. It won't work anyway. I'm not fighting here. I just needed to not attack me and not waste any of my bullets. Kill it. Although I could have just killed it as drill, I guess. Would be faster. Oh, it actually works. Guess okay. Ish. Stop shooting me. Why can't I rob my machine? It's mine now. It's not robbing. Where am I going? What is this place? I haven't saved in a while. I think I'm almost convinced that traps were the problem. Oh well. I didn't... Where? Oh. I didn't want to use it. Anyway. I think they actually... They're praying for Little Caesar to come out. We will meet again. Yeah, because... You were supposed to be a corpse. Why are you alive? Oh! only now understand why there is a corpse here. They are offering like her a corpse for her to come out, collect the Adam, and when she'll do that, they'll capture her and harvest. Oh, that makes sense. All of a sudden. Oh, you probably realized that already, didn't you? It's just me taking hours to understand what it is. Okay, I'm a follow GPS. Here? Oh, I collected camera. Great.
That thing's a miracle in Technicolor, kid.
Oh, it also takes up a slot.
Start the film rolling before you open
As if
fire on
hack
Spicer,
gun was not enough.
you hit him with tells you more about his DNA. Let's give it a dry run, shall we? Easy now. Looks like you got the jump on this fella. Start your camera, record him. Then hit him with a little bit of everything. Plasmids, firearms, whatever you can dish out.
And what, hit him again? Oh, so increase damage. Okay, so it works more interesting now, but I still need to take... Could you do it automatically, you know? Like, I pick up something and it, like, I don't know, diary, and it helps me research them automatically without needing me to shoot camera. Vulnerable to anti-personal rounds, as if I didn't know.
That's it, son. Camera spits out a prize once in a while as you learn what.
At least it doesn't need films anymore.
Now, find one of those big old brutes and take him out on film. Before long, you'll be able to brush aside that mess at the hotel.
Dog, man eat dog, dog eat. What the? You
Oh, so I... does it matter on how many weapons I use to kill him? I'm not sure. There is some kind of score, so I guess it might matter. It might as well not. Can't tell for sure, and I don't care enough. What was my health always that big? Was it just one upgrade that increased it that much?
Using that camera's a bit like telling a joke. Each time you tell it the same way, it gets a little more stale, so you gotta change it up to keep it fresh.
Why would I fight it, Baghdadi? I didn't even do anything. What do you mean security? Where? Oh, that thing. Wait, I wanted to... Oh, I can't. Why are you attacking me? I did nothing. I really did nothing. Why are you attacking me? You sick freak. Oh god. It makes me lose so many first aid kits. You god. Why? I didn't even hit you once. You are low on health but wealthy. Yeah, you see that these tips that make me think that game expects you to buy stuff. Even though it should be as a bonus. If it's hard, you should be able to spend money to buy, not be in a constant need of it. Where is another little sister? Yeah, I still have one. More diaries. Stanley Pool. Oh, that's new.
It's newsman pay dirt.
No, I was listening.
Big goons now. Start your camera rolling on him, and then let him have it.
Oh, so using camera aggroes them.
Just you what?
I think I'm gonna die. force. I'm so used to longer stun. So weird that it lasts for a split second. Just in case. You never know when new crash happens. At least I'm not so far away. Where are you? I need to take another photo. I hear you. Where?
Need a patch up.
Oh, it's already researched. You can jump. Okay, now what? But he's not researched. I died while researching him. Oh, you know what? I don't care. Only thing I care about is little sister. Where is she? Where is another one? And where is the man machine? Where is anything?
Drop that at once. It's priceless. I'm not speaking to you.
He told me to speak to me. I didn't want it anyway. Kinda. He did it nearly. Why are you? You are so dumb. He runs out of fuel and he just, huh? What? It's my drill and it's not working? Oh, I guess it's out of fuel. Do you really need all these 3 seconds? Why am I so low on health? Just give me a vending machine. I'm not fighting this guy. Arrow, arrow, arrow. You was pointing the other way. Yes. God.
You can't stand up to me.
Remember, son, without using that research camera, we can't get to Gracie. And that means we're stuck here. Get one of those big apes on film.
But I got it and it didn't allow me to use it again. Would you kindly talk to developers instead of me? Or is it leading me to one of these big guys? I think it actually does.
You calling me a book?
But how am I supposed to? Oh god! Oh, great. I'm also out of bullets. Okay, so I resourced him. New ability, drill dash. How? Okay, I don't care. I got something.
Junior Shutterbug. And it appears you've picked up a new trick from that big galoot. Now get back to the Sinclair Deluxe and just bust through that mess blocking your way.
Press shift while holding the drill dash.
Just rev up that drill of yours and slam right through that pile of junk blocking your way.
Oh! I actually was not thinking that I can learn this thing.
Now,
that's helpful! I'm still running low on health, but it is really helpful for just melee fight. Too bad that thing only gives me ammo. It gave me... oh, it had a hack. I thought it's Eve. I really need some health. Can I get my own little system that will just, I don't know, put Adam in me and heal me that way? Or put anything else? Or just give me some health? Present! Thanks! That's not enough health though. And where is another little sister? And why this level is so long? Will each... are there really just 5 stations and each one will be exponentially... exponentially bigger and bigger. That's not good. Why there are more? I know, thanks. 8 kit. Oh, that's what I need. Okay, so at least I know now that it restores health fully. Like 100%. Why you attack while... Okay, that's not fair, game. Maybe this one is dead. The only one I decided to check.
The baby snatcher's headed up into the hotel, family. He wants me so he can get to Eleanor. Tin Daddy feels no guilt. Tin Daddy feels no
Oh, I think she just brainwashed by Lamb. I'm almost sure that's the case. Because from what we heard from her diaries, or maybe I'm confusing her with somebody else. She didn't seem that bad of a human. Is that the same guy who was running away from me? He just had himself up real quick. How much fuel does it take? Oh, it takes some. So I can't just spam it. Oh, shame. Another 8 kid. I really need to find... You freeze enemies? I don't have anything to freeze. This... I think... Oh god, you just did it. Even the first game, like, areas were smaller.
It's blood that makes us strangers. But thanks to
It gets... The problem is, it gets a bit boring when you got...
one cause. You can stop this heart bleed, this old body, but you cannot end the family. And as for you, Tin Daddy, you're dying alone.
I finished. It gets a bit boring when you get no plot and you just fight. I can't even save little sisters. Where am I going?
No use hide. Get sick.
Oh god, I know this. Oh, it deals some damage. Oh, it actually deals a lot. It actually deals a lot. Why didn't stun you first time? Oh, I lost my... No! What the hell? Who put you in there? And why my low HP invincibility didn't trigger? I'm mad. Game, you give me money and you give me no way to spend it. I need to buy health and first aid kits. And you only give me... You only give me ammo. I don't need ammo. I need health. Oh, just stop forcing fights then, if I don't have any health. I would like to play full melee. It's such a shame that I need fuel. Why? Couldn't you make it weaker but infinite amount of it?
Andrew Ryan told me that in Rapture, it didn't matter where you came from. Bump! Times got hard and all our old bigotries bubbled right back up.
So she's against Ryan.
Lamb showed us that down under the skin, down under the money, down under our very...
Do they adore Fontaine though? Or they just have their own religion? Or whatever it is? Is the way... Okay, finally. I'm buying everything. I'll hack you just for fun. There is no reason for me to hack you now, but I will.
Another day waiting for Harry to come home. I told him not
Who's
to speak
Harry?
up against Mr. Ryan's policies.
Oh,
And now he's missing.
oh no, it's her husband. I thought it might have been
By the bookstore, and all his books are
child.
gone too. I don't know what to do. Now I have to deal with that awful Sinclair just to have a roof over my head.
It seems that a lot of people don't really like Sinclair, and we work with him. And Tannenbaum said he's on our side. But even if he's on our side, I don't think having anything in common with terrible people is a good idea. Well, I guess if you don't have any other option, I can
Grace's room is just up ahead.
accept it,
Now,
but
she's been sending all manner of unkindness your way, so I'm not particular as to how you take
I
that
was kind
key
of
away
afraid,
from
I'm
her,
gonna lie, that
but
I won't be
and his
here in time.
grudge against you was based on a misunderstanding.
What frozen it? Oh wait, you see? My drill is covered in ice. Okay, even if it's covered in ice, I don't think it can actually free. Wait. Can I? Oh, it stopped. Okay. Can I check my? How? I can't check my tonics. I think the one that was saying something along the lines of freezing. I thought it elongates a freeze effect, but it actually I think applies a freeze effect to my drill,
We both died tonight, monster.
which is not bad.
Because your kind has killing in its nature. And you, because there's no way the family will let you stroll out alive with that.
Stop trash talking. You have run out of slot. Okay. What happened? Why you skipped? I might have accidentally pressed. I mean, I didn't press it, but I just laid my hand and it accidentally pushed down the spacebar, and I think it was just at the exact level where it just slight difference can make several inputs appear, and that's why it skipped. But it shouldn't be skipped by
Only an echo to my name, Eleanor.
the spacebar. Where is the dedicated button to skip?
It happened so quick. I'm not even a
Okay, this room.
half-mama to you, girl. I couldn't protect you. This poster of Dr. Lamb in my room is staring me down like it knows I'm a
Are you fanatic?
I've always been loyal to your real mother, Eleanor. Always trusted her with my secrets. But I lost you. What will the doctor think of me now?
So we kinda saved her from them, and they returned it and ordered us to kill ourselves. What do I need to find here? What? What's my goal? Find Grace's hiding place. The veil lamp has suspended all train. Okay, Grace doesn't seem to be in her apartment, but she's somewhere nearby. Look around her room, find clue. Oh, that's her room. That doesn't seem fancy enough. Look for a hidden switch behind the poster. Behind what poster? How I was supposed to see that? Well, I guess it has hints, so good enough for me. Are you here? You thought I won't find you?
I know what you're here for.
Oh, you're not surprised.
Go on, take it. I won't have you touching me. Dr. Lamb trusted me to care for her child. And I tried. But baby Eleanor...
Caring for her child doesn't include making experiments on her, turning her in Little Caesar to that creature,
When I tried to hold her,
and spend her freedom?
broke my jaw.
and I regret nothing.
Come on in and finish the job.
If it gives me opportunity to kill her or not. Oh, but I...
Your call, friend. Grace is unarmed for what it's worth.
Okay. Yeah, you see, by the way, do you see there is a quick save only one slot?
What are you doing?
Okay.
Come on, you goddamn monster. Do what you always do. Come on.
Stop. You remember I spared the life of some random guy in first game. Even though it didn't affect anything, I still... Because he was not a threat to me, and I had nothing against him because he didn't want to fight me, right? So I decided not to do anything with it. It's just me explaining why I actually want to not let her be and finish her. Because A, she is a threat to us, she's our enemy, she opposed to us. She doesn't want to do like something as that guy did. He asked us to do something, so he let us through. She opposed us, and she might be a potential threat, not as herself, since she's pretty old and injured. So, but I think she might be, because she can control these guys, she might be a force that I have to think about. I still don't, I don't want to kill her, right? But I am afraid that she might be a problem in future. And you know that it is what you should care about, because if it will, I mean, it can work other way as well. She might, I really doubt she will think otherwise, but there are 7 endings, and it probably affects it. Probably best ending contains... It requires you not to kill any of these people. It might be, on the contrary, to kill these people. To just prevent them from interrupting. I don't know, I have a dilemma. On the one hand, I want to play a good guy and just leave her be. I really would. I don't care what she did in the past. I don't care we were enemies. But the problem is, she is still an enemy. She still hates us. She still wants to kill us. And I'm afraid she will be able to. That's why I want to just end her. But on the other hand, I don't want to hurt anybody, which I don't need to. Okay, you know what? No. I want to get a best ending, but... Okay, first of all, a dilemma is real, not only because of endings, but because I'm not sure what to do. And also, I kinda want good ending. Okay, let me just think, give me a minute. I need to just wait all pros and cons. Okay, so if we kill her, probably nobody of our people close to us will be upset, except for maybe I forgot her name already. The girl, Eleanor, yeah. Especially since this, I'm guessing the woman who rose her. but I also think there is a really little chance that she will oppose us. And I weigh this a 50-50 chance she might be an enemy or she might, on the other end, help us. And just for Eleanor, now when I think about it, I'll leave her alive just so... Okay, first, so I won't agree with what she's saying, that I'm a monster, right? And then do not make Eleanor upset. Everything else is just doesn't matter that much, so I won't kill her. Let's go.
You're a bigger man than I am, Chief. Maybe next time she'll think twice about pointing fingers before all the facts are in.
I think I'll regret it, but whatever. Choice is made. Also, we may God to see the best ending.
Gun, yet you just walk away. No monster alive turns the other cheek. No monster does that. A thinking man does that.
So she doesn't think we are a monster anymore. Okay,
Dr. Lamb is no liar.
That might have been.
Be wrong about you. Doesn't seem right now.
Okay.
You walk into that bushwhack waiting outside.
Okay, that was the right choice.
Off the family, but I can whisper a bit and improve your odds.
As I said, the only thing that I was afraid of, she might stay in our way in future. But okay, that makes... Okay, I'm glad I made that choice then. I'm glad. I love this dash so much. Really. No! What the hell? You see, I couldn't even use melee attack. He was just looking at his drill as if he sees his first time. What the hell? Lost a full 8 kit because of it, and almost lost my life. I don't like this sound, and he is Steve hype. Oh god. I didn't actually listen to what Eleanor said, but I'm sure it was something really important. Now open the door. Now we should be able to continue traveling, I guess, right?
For Grace, the paradise of Andrew Ryan was most unkind. She spoke against him in song, and he had her blacklisted. It left her penniless.
Yeah, that was the one whose husband was killed. Oh, you're not gonna kill her.
Do you deserve to take it from her?
To take what? I didn't do anything. What do you mean? Oh god, I'm drunk. Why? Is it warm outside? Why it's suddenly? What the hell? Stop! Where's the big guy? Jump over it. I think I'm just gonna leave.
Well, sir, I don't know what to call you now. You
should not call me.
Spare my life. You've opened my eyes. I need to put a few questions to Dr. Lamb.
Okay, so we got... It's not only she gave us information, we also got her on our side. Okay. That was totally good. So that's why violence is not... It's never the answer. That's why. Okay, I won't question my values ever again.
Grace, do you see seek to gain my trust.
No, I want the Naomore back.
Ruse. Your crocodile tears may poison her with doubt, but I
Don't kill her.
am not so easy a mark.
Can I actually do
Just
it?
take that override key and slot it into the control box in the ticket booth there. That'll open the gates.
I think one of the ending may be not without even fighting her. Oh, that would be so great if it's so. Okay. You have not rescued. Oh yeah, I forgot. Let's do it real quick. I thought it's over. No. Yeah, I completely forgot. Where?
Hop on, kid, and start the train. Don't make me pull the whistle now.
Shut up. I need to find another. Oh, you're nearby. Oh god, that's good.
I'm a good girl.
You spawned on the same spot. I'm running low on fuel. This is my strongest attack. I'm just. I need a better way to fight this guy. This consumes too much of everything. Both Eve and 8 kids.
You always save me from the monsters.
That's not how it's supposed to work, but I'm fine with that, I guess. Well, I am rescuing them, right?
Come on, Daddy. It's close.
Where? How close? You know, in the same area doesn't mean it's close. It's not even in the same area. I didn't see any, I forgot, the something's garden. Gatherer's garden. Is that the name? Why it's so far away?
This one has
Okay, at least there is fuel nearby. So I can just spam dash. Actually, it makes me think. It makes me question how they know who have Adam and who don't. Oh, it has a bit of AoE damage. Cool.
How could you? Thank you for coming.
What do you mean, thank you for coming? You're abandoning your little sister, head back and defend her. If you go any further, she will stop gathering. Okay. I'm protecting her from afar, it's fine, she's safe.
Watch me do your son. All you
What? She's wanna watch me do what? Do your son? What does it mean? Whatever it means, it doesn't sound good. Stop drinking it! Continue, please. She probably said, Daddy, I'm ready, but... I heard, Daddy, I'm naughty.
It's this way.
It's so weird. I use machine gun like the least. No, I like drill. I really like it. Oh god, it's ironic because I use it the most, I think, in a previous game. Is that the marker? I think it is. Don't run away, please. I'm still following you. They have such good reaction time. It doesn't even take them a millisecond to react for me. Can you show me the way? Okay. It's so far away. Why can't it be just 2 nearby corpses, or even 1 would be good enough? And then I'll have to look for... Well, okay, there is a vent. I'll try to remember that. Is that the one? Oh, there's an hour marker there. Can I summon few of them? Well, apparently I can have at least 2 at once. It was to be... It was supposed to be done alone, the main quest, but because it didn't spawn or I somehow missed it,
Right here.
I need to do it again. Okay, let's save.
Shine, Adam, shine. It's just a little pet, teddy angel. So we remember.
You deranged fool! Where is my dog?
Come here. Actually, don't. You know what I think? Don't.
Unzip 'em, Daddy!
I'm unzipping them. We convinced Grace we are not a monster. Can you stop attacking me, please? It would be actually neat if they just stopped attacking me because, like, we completed part of the story.
It will be all right.
X's eyes! X's eyes!
But I guess it's too much to ask from the game that was released in 2010, I think. Stop! Stop drinking it! Collect, collect, collect!
He's nicer than other daddies.
Thanks, I guess. Okay, the vent was downstairs to the left, I think. Right? Okay, let's not disturb it. Here. Yeah. I would be upset if I accidentally pressed harvest instead of letting them go. I think actually... I mean, if you don't harvest them, you basically... I mean, you don't save them, but you don't do anything wrong, right?
Will eternity be hot on
But I think if you don't save them, it actually counts the same as harvesting. What was that? There is a reason I don't talk. I'm actually scared. What the hell? You are not the one screaming. It's a big sister. No, 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 no. Go, go, go. I'm not gonna fight you. Freak you. Safe. Well, at least it's not unknown creature anymore. But it's not any better. It's, you know, it's free Adam, but you can keep it. That's faster. But she can teleport, she's literally a Houdini splicer. Why can't I teleport? Okay. This game is not a horror. Why? Why it scares me? I did not expect that. I heard screaming, but I thought it's maybe some new kind of enemy. But no, it was a big sister. I wonder if they are limited. So you can get only a certain amount of... oh, we're gonna be attacked, aren't we? No?
Hear me, O ye
I
who
hear.
adhere to the Lamb of God. Ye shall never reach her God.
That was very effective. And we are dead. There's... She has so many, like, mobs.
Come on, wake up now.
You survived?
I thought you rode that torpedo into the great hereafter. I'm in Dionysus Park now. Train cars are shambles, leaking air.
What's the point of these random water parts?
Back there in
If
Siren
you
Alley.
instantly go back in.
You could jerry-rig it to drain the park out. That'd let you stroll right inside. Get to those parks.
Don't get confused. I am planning to end. I just don't want to end in the water.
The park is sealed, Chief. You aren't getting in there just yet.
Okay.
If you get down to that pumping station in Siren Alley and
I like
drain the
jumping,
place
but I
out,
don't like.
this airlock will let you
Oh,
in.
I collected literally Adam.
I see Father Wales has parted you from your craft.
Don't like the shaking.
You cling to life.
Yes.
Congratulations.
I'm literally immortal.
Today, Delta, you meet a man who has no fear of death. And for Eleanor, he would burn with a smile.
You must be proud of him.
Look at this rusty piece of crap. Show him what we got.
Okay, let's just end here, I guess. So, what do you think about the game? I see some... Okay, let's just pause. No, not this pause, not like it. This one. I see some improvements, but I see some things that got worse as well. Like, larger locations, but they're more boring because of this. And boring rescuing Little Sister as well. But controls are overall better. More interesting moves like charge dash with drill is pretty awesome. More like this hawk splicer is pretty nice as well. Overall, I have medium. My rate. I rate like medium. Like, I don't know. It's okay for now. That's what I think. I hope it will get better. Lore is basically the same, but with less info for now. Because Ryan was constantly talking to us. We explained, like, Atlas told something to us, and more things. And here we barely talk to her, to Lamb. We hear her twice, maybe. And the woman we just encountered was just one of her mobs. And yeah, we got some lore that she was mother of Eleanor, but not biological, and that's all. But I hope, I really have high hopes. But we'll see. And so, that's all for today. Thank you guys for watching, thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to follow if you don't want to miss any upcoming streams. Next time we'll be streaming on Monday. And you can check the schedule on the schedule tab. So, again, from now on, until I change it back or change it to something else, I'll be start streaming on that time as I started today on Fridays. And so yeah, again, you can check it on schedule tab. It is up to date usually, but if I want to change something again, I'll usually announce it. And yeah, again, that's all. And as always, see you guys next time. Bye bye.